Hello everybody. Okay, so today what we're going to do is we're going to draw this little desk tidy up in Solidworks. Okay. During the course of this little lesson, what we will learn is we learn a number of different features. The features that we will learn are located on the left hand side of our page, our screen, as shown here. The first one is extrude boss base. We will then look at a shell. Our third feature then will be a cut extrude. Our fourth feature will be a rib. And our fifth feature will be a simple fillet. This is something that I made earlier, just to show you what our finished design will look like. And now what I'm going to do is I'm now going to make this from scratch. So the first thing now that I'm going to do is I'm now going to go to File, New, and left click on Parts, and left click OK. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm now going to go to Sketch. I'm now going to go to Center Rectangle. If your computer is not on Center Rectangle, you just have to very simply click on the little arrow and you'll get a number of different rectangles you want to draw. So I'm now on Center Rectangle. Click that. And what we're going to do is we're going to draw on the top plane. Okay, so just hover over the top plane until it's orange. Left click. In order to look at this straight ahead, press spacebar and normal 2. So now I'm looking directly at my top plane. What I'm now going to do is I'm now going to draw my center rectangle. So start from the origin, make sure your point goes orange, zoom in, okay, that's my point going orange, left click and draw any size of a square, okay, a rectangle or square, and left click to finish it. We now go up to Smart Dimension. And we're now just going to hover over one line until it is orange, left click, take it up, and left click a second time to get my numbers. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in 100, and we're now going to go to our correct symbol. So that's 100 long. I now want to go to 100 wide. So again, hover over my line, take it out, left click and type in 100 and correct. Next step, exit my sketch. I'm now going to go to Features, Extrude Boss Base. So instead of going 10, what we want to do is we want to go up 100. So very simply, click on your little arrow until we go up to 100 millimeters. I can zoom out, and that's my preview. I can also type this in if I wanted here. 100 and enter. So now what we have is we have our little 3D square of prism that we're now going to construct our desk tidy. Okay, so next step is we're now going to shell this. Okay, so in order to shell this, we're going to go to Features, go all the ways over here until we see this little symbol called shell, left click on it, and we want it to be 10 is going to be the thickness of the wall, and we want this top piece to be open here where my scroller is resting. So when I click on that, what you'll notice is that face is after going in here. So we will now shell this with this face opened. So press correct, and that's that. Next thing now that I want to do is I want to cut, okay, my object. So in order to cut my object, I will go up to Sketch, and I'll go to Line, and Solidworks is asking me which plane or which face would I like to draw on. So very simply, I will go over to my tree, press my plus, so left click, and I come down and select my preferred plane. My preferred plane in this case will be the front plane, so just very simply left click. Again, we want to look normal too, so press spacebar and left click on our normal too. I can zoom out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a very simple line which is touching the top left corner here. So make sure my point goes orange, left click to start my line, and very simply come down here on the right hand side, make sure the line goes orange, left click. We'll now go up and back. So I've drawn 3 lines there. My next step now is to dimension them. So we have already used Smart Dimension, so again, up here, top left, and I want to dimension this line. So very simply, hover over the line until it is orange, left click, and left click. 30. That's all I want. So when I zoom out now, and I'll revolve my piece, what you'll see is my sketch has been drawn in the middle of my object. So we'll now exit our sketch, features, and this time extrude cut. So we'll left click into that. So what you see is you see a preview of your sketch cutting your object which you've previously made, but it's only going one way. What we want to do is we want for it to go both ways. So what we need to do is we need to go over to the left hand side of our screen, click on blind, left click, and instead of going to blind, go down to the bottom, we want to go to mid plane. Press correct, and there I've cut it. So we're nearly finished. Our next step now that we want to do is we want to draw a rib. We want to put a rib in the middle of this. So in order to put a rib in the middle of this, what we need to do is we need to draw a line first of all. Okay? So my next step is to go up to sketch, go to line. Again, Solidworks asks us to select a plane or a face to sketch on. So what we'll do is we'll go down and we'll click on this face. So as you can see, the whole thing is being highlighted. So left click. That has now told Solidworks that I want to work on that face. So we'll go down to this line, hover over, and what you'll see is the center point has appeared. So we'll go over and start from here. So our line has started from there, and I now want to go down and I want to finish it on the center point here. So now I can just press escape on my keypad, and I've drawn a line which will create my rib. So I'll exit my sketch. I'll now go to features, all the way over to rib. Where's rib now? Here we are. Okay. So left click on rib. What you'll see is if we zoom in, you can see that little arrow is going to the left hand side. So if we can just fill about with these little commands over the left hand side here, that should change it for us. So I think what we need to do is we need to press this little button on the right hand side over here where my scroller is. So I'm simply going to left click, and that arrow now should be facing down. Brilliant, it is. So what we can now do is we can now press correct, and that's my rib created. Next step, what we're now going to do is we're now going to use a fillet feature. So my fillet feature is over here. So in my feature command, I'm going to come over. I'm now going to click on fillet, so left click. And all this does is it rounds the edges of my design. So we're going to put in 5. instead of 10. And we're now going to click on the faces that we want to fill it. So we go with this, we go with this edge, we will then revolve our piece around, click here, here, and what I'm now going to do is, instead of clicking all of these edges, there, and there, and there, I'm just going to click on the face, and look what happens. Okay, so the whole face is after filleting. So this saves a lot of time if you were to do that. So next thing now what I'm going to do is I'm now going to press correct, and that's all of that completed. Okay, we're nearly finished now. So far what we've done is, on the left hand side, we have now learned how to use an extrude, a shell, a cut extrude, a rib, and a fillet. The last thing now that we're going to do is we're now going to apply appearance. Okay, so in order to apply an appearance, what we're going to do is go over to our object or our design, right click, and we're going to go up to this little beach ball, and we're going to press on the little black arrow, left click, and what we're going to do is we're going to left click on the body. Okay, so the whole body is highlighted. So we're going to go to appearances, go down to organic, press the plus, so left click, wood, left click, and we'll pick some beach. Okay, and we will go with some polished beach. Okay, now what you will see appearing here, okay, is a square in front of us, and the reason for this square is, if we can catch this square and pull it down, what you'll see is you can actually change the tightness and the thickness of the grain to make it more realistic on your design. So I'm happy with that, and I'm going to press correct. So that's my desk tidy finished. Okay, I hope you enjoyed our little lesson, and I hope to hear from you in the near future from whatever other Solidworks lessons we have. Thank you.